form. So property owners have two really primary options. One is sign a right of entry form that allows the state to come in and do the cleanup, really at no cost to them. And then there will be a follow-up process where we would coordinate with, if they have some type of homeowners insurance, the amount that they're eligible for through their insurance company will be recouped and given back to the state to cover that cost of the cleanup. The other option would be that they could hire their own contractor and do the cleanup, but it would have to be done under certain parameters that are consistent with state guidelines. And so I think the best option, the cleanest option for all of us is to let the state do that. But we're going to have to go make contact with all the property owners and residents and try to get their approval on that. Just so you know, we don't have 100% contact list for everyone still. And so we'll be doing our best to work through the ones that we don't have. But anyway, this is kind of the first step on that. The right of entry form is new. We got a copy of that from Cal OS's legal team, which the city attorney is reviewing. They don't give us a lot of options on changing that, but nonetheless, that's kind of the overview, and we wanted to try to bring this forward as soon as possible so we can begin acquiring those rights of entries and be ready whenever the Cal Recycle team is ready to move forward with cleanup.
All right, Councilwoman Overton.
So just curious, so what happens if you can't get a hold of all the owners of the mobile homes? Isn't it still the mobile home park's right to have the cleanup?
Well, I don't know if city attorney wants to weigh in. I think our understanding is that in some past cases, they had just had the mobile home, or in this type of situation, the property owner themselves do that. I think it sounds like to me that they will move forward with the cleanup, but the goal is, and they think there's less sort of legal uncertainty if we can just get both the residents, because they do have their personal property there. And there could be some, I had some valuable piece of thing there that you guys cleaned up and threw away kind of thing. So the goal is to get both covered in this case, but I don't think if there's a couple of outstanding residents that we weren't able to get sign off, that it's going to stop the whole project.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think what I heard from them, city manager mentioned, was the property owner is the one that's critical. The tenant is not, I guess, legally required, but makes a lot of sense to get both of them to sign on. We really hope we can get both to sign on, but I think Councilman Overton, if we only get the property owner, that would be enough to move forward. We don't want to have to, it'd be much preferred to have them both sign it.
All right, any other questions? Go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick one. So aside from the residents of the mobile home parks, do we have contacts with all the other property owners in the area?
I couldn't say 100%. We'd have to look at the list. I know that it is, I think the total residents out there is somewhere like around maybe 80% or something we have contact, but hopefully we can piece together, like we just got a list from environmental health of people that they talked with at the LAC that we had set up. And so we'll double check that one with our list and maybe pick up a few more. I know this is always, it sounds like this is always a struggle to get 100%, but
How about Red Cross?
we already have their list, I think.
I've talked with a number of residents for the LARCA effort, and a lot of times they're a good source of contacting some of the other residents, at least in the mobile home park. I've had some pretty good luck, and I picked up probably half a dozen that I couldn't get otherwise.
Right.
I think I already sent my list over to Melissa. So, yeah.
All right, no questions. Vice Mayor Purdock.
Just housekeeping, and I apologize for the time I'm about to take, but Cal Recycle has come in and cleaned up in other fires. One of the problems that we experienced, I think, in the county was corner stakes and survey markers were cleaned along with it. I'm very concerned about leaving pools where houses used to be since they get paid by the ton. And I think properties were impacted significantly by the work that was done by the cleanup crew. And I just want to, since this is a contained within the city of Clearlake fire, I hope we can have some oversight there and make sure that they aren't so aggressive that they hold up rebuilding. I think it's a better way to say it.
Understood.
Comment? Any other comments or questions from staff? If not, I'm going to open it up to the public. Do you have anything from the public that wants to zoom in on this? Madam Clerk?
There are no hands raised within the Zoom, Mr. Mayor.
All right, we'll take it back to the council. Can we- Some action?
Mayor, I'd like to make the motion that we adopt ordinance number 257-2021, read it by title only, an interim ordinance to implement requirements for fire debris and hazard tree removal resulting from the cache fire.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilwoman Overton and a second by Councilman Russ. I think Kramer was a little bit ahead of everybody, I think. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we adjourn to closed session. Okay, do we need to turn the cameras and close the door?
I don't think cameras are on, are they?
Were the cameras on? Well, if she checked on Zoom, so there might have been somebody on.
Sorry, Bruno, it's closed session.
You're out of here.
Looks like he left.
All right, are we ready to go?
No, no, not yet. She's turning off everything on mine. The live stream and all that stuff.